many of the knowledge seekers have started questioning and trying to understand the process of the creation according to their own, what I call intelligence, how they can interpret according to their education, their background, and how everything else fits into that is acceptable to me, that I can become a little bit more educated within the frame I set for myself. Going across many cultures and many languages, it has become very clear to us that man has no language in the womb of the mother. When he becomes a soul, goes back to the same. When he lives through the soul, goes back to the same. As he loves, as he cries, as he digests the pains of the life within the womb of the mother, so he does outside. And what will be interesting for humanity to understand is, would the man will see the sadness and the sorrow in the dimension of the soul of the man, when the man becomes the creator of totality of his own, in the dimension of the creation. Would the interaction of the fields, would the collusion of all whatever accidentally coming together of two systems, galaxies, stars, planets, would that create a feeling of emotion within the structure of the life, within the life of the man, as a spaceman of the future? What this means, can we go, can we take, can we bring in the dimension of the soul of the man within the structure of the man, within the structure of the soul of the man, understanding the totality of what does emotion brings to the physical dimension of the man, and then would this bring the same dimension to the soul of the man? Would that be that man will come to understand that emotion of the soul and emotion of the physicality are interconnected? Would it come to the point where the man understands more about the dimension of the emotion of the soul in the dimension of totality of his own existence? Can man convey the emotion of the man through the emotion of the soul and control it? The way we control our dimension of physicality, through our emotion. Then it'll come to a very big point. We had the emotion, we showed the dimension of physicality. When we become a soul, when we become a seed of a star, when we become the beginning of another cycle of life in a bigger dimension, then creating one or two children, and we create many millions and billions of them, would we carry that emotion to our children through their soul? And would that extension of the emotion of the soul becomes part of the structure of the life which we begin as the mother, as the seed, in another position and dimension in the universe? In a coming time, the systems and technologies which are on the horizon and come to completion, and then we'll see, can we show the emotion of us within the system? And then would that emotion allows for it to become fingerprint of it? Would it allow for it in a way that the emotion of the physicality of the man translated to emotion of the plasma allows our plasma to show reaction, where we don't need to write a program for it, where naturally it creates dimension of the emotion of itself? In the coming time, systems developed will carry this, the natural emotion, And then it comes a very big question for the mankind. Would this system developed by the man will take over the man? Where these systems will create their own souls, where these systems will create a dimension of existence that man never knew. What is interesting and what we see is that how our emotion can be fingerprinted in the dimension of the soul of the man.